Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Geek Games podcast. I am Sam Suvak alongside Cody Tetrick.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Getting over sickness, so that's always good.
Good.
Feeling better.
Sound good.
Excited to talk about some video games.
Yeah. Alright, I feel like we should just go ahead and get this out of the way, because this might be a sticky situation. I feel like I'm on thin ice here. So this week I played Halo 3. And Cody, I know you really like this game, right?
Yes, this is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, that's awesome, Cody.
I don't like where you're going.
I didn't have a super amount of fun with it. Here's the thing, Cody. It's made by Bungie, who makes Destiny, and I love Destiny. Destiny is pretty much the greatest. The shooting in it feels so much fun. Everything is just wonderful. But this was many years before Destiny, when Bungie was still on the road.
Technically not the same team. Like the people who did Halo are very different teams that did Destiny. Yeah, a lot of those guys left. But continue.
Well, that's all right then.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I mean, I could see how it eventually could evolve into a game like Destiny. And when I turned it on at first, the music started, and it was Destiny level music. It sounded really good. Yeah. I was really excited about it. But then you get into it, and when was this game released, Cody? Would you say 10 years ago?
See, I was in high school. That was
so last year.
5 years ago. It was beginning my freshman year. I started playing it. So it's been maybe 2008, 2009. Yeah, about that, I think.
So about 10 years.
Yeah, it's been about 10 years.
So 10-year-old games.
They released the Master Chief Collection alongside the 10-year anniversary of Halo 3. So yeah, so it's been about 10 or so years.
So the game shouldn't be faulted on it, but I mean, the graphics look like they're 10 years old. They're not the beautiful graphics that you would come to expect in current games. Which is fine, it's fine, but it's just, I've turned into such a, I don't know, a newbie snob or something. I want new, beautiful things. So there was that. So the shooting, you don't get to aim down sights. You just have kind of free shooting the way you do in Overwatch.
Nope, you can aim down sights.
How the fuck do you aim down sights? Because I could not figure it out, Cody. It's not L2, I'll tell you that.
No, you push down on one of the sticks.
Well, I did that on one of them, but it was it zoomed in real far. It was like you were looking through a binocular.
Some weapons you can't, but most of them you can. The battle rifle, the sniper rifle, kind of the main guns you're using.
I don't know.
Maybe there's an assault rifle. Right. The assault rifle is pretty much just aim and shoot, but continue.
So I wasn't super into that. I did these little alien creatures that we were fighting. They would just chatter and say these weird things, and they had funny voices, so I did enjoy that. That was fun. Okay. But the whole thing again with my navigation, I didn't, and you would think most of the game it kind of channels you along. The first part when you're in the woods, you're going through, and that's pretty easy. But then I got inside the bunker, and I was having to go places, and I had trouble finding my way a lot. And what's weird is it has a little mini map, but the only thing it shows you on the mini map is where friendlies and where bad guys are in relation to you. It doesn't show you which way your objective is. So I didn't really care for that. And also I was playing on easy, Cody, and to these parts in the bunker where there were these really big bad guys, and they were
Mm-hmm.
kicking my butt, and it was just like, ugh. Although I will tell you, what did I get? It's some kind of big hammer, like is it like an
A
excavator?
gravity hammer.
Oh my god, the gravity hammer! That thing was awesome. I did
Yeah.
like that bad boy because you just go up and you swing it and you just like obliterate somebody. So I did like that. Um, but overall, I mean, I just didn't get like hooked into it where I really wanted to play it anymore. So I don't know.
So here's some things. Okay,
Okay.
so first off, uh, Halo 3 is definitely all about multiplayer. So like
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like if you had another person in there with you, you would
Okay.
have fun doing the campaign. Secondly,
Yeah.
um, the reason Halo 3 is my favorite game of all time is, or one of my favorite games, is because the like online aspect of that game, like getting in there and like the battle rifle really felt like you had to be skilled with it. Like it was just like the maps are so good. Like the feel of that game is amazing. Like I loved Halo 3. Uh I can agree with you on the whole it's 10-year-old graphics like and I'm kind of the same way where I don't like playing older video games because they don't look as good as
I
new video.
know.
Like
We're such
you
snobs.
you play God of War for like 3 weeks straight, and you're like, but I don't want to go back to that like weird old timey stuff right now. Like
Yeah.
I want to keep playing some beautiful things.
Yeah.
Um, that's not this old school retro games. I'm looking forward to some old school retro games. Like, I'm gonna go play the Mega Man Legacy Collection eventually. I'm not disappointed or angry at you, just a little let down,
Yeah.
a little.
I know. Well, I feel bad. Like every time I play some older game that somebody really likes, and it's like I don't like it, and I'm like, God, I don't know. I let everybody down. So,
Weird side tangent. So I went to GameStop yesterday
okay.
and I had planned to get Red Dead Redemption because I want to play through it again,
Okay.
and Halo Reach because I watched a YouTube video and apparently Halo Reach has a huge community on Xbox with backwards compatibility. Do you know how much they want for Red Dead and Halo Reach?
For both of them together.
Yeah, for both of them
Okay.
together. How much do you think it would cost me?
Just because you're making a fuss about it, I'm gonna say $35 for both of them.
Close. 30 for both. $15 a piece. And I was like, ooh man, like what the fuck? Like those are 10-year-old games. Like I should be paying $5 for those. Like you
Yeah.
guys are crazy. I really think like when the backwards compatibility thing like was announced and any game that gets added to it, I think they do a $10 like minimum
Yeah.
for any of
Yeah.
those backwards compatibility
I mean,
games.
that
It's
makes
so oh my
sense.
god. I guess so, but like so I was like, well, I kind of just want to play Halo right now. I don't really like I got Destiny Warmind coming up. Like I got time to
Mhm.
play story mode Red Dead Redemption. I'll get back to that.
Yeah.
So right now I'm gonna be playing Halo Reach for next week's podcast, but
Here is my issue, which I'm going to go on a little rant now. So, Microsoft Xbox Game Pass, they're like all their first party titles, their new ones are going to be on there day one. Okay, why aren't all their old ones? Like, the Halo are Microsoft games, right? So, why shouldn't all the Halos be on Game Pass?
um because technically they just re-released them in the Master Chief Collection, and yes, that is a first-party game. But I think they want to update it, and then I think they will bring it to Game Pass when it gets updated. Because I believe the plan is they're going to update it. Like at E3 this year, I definitely see
Oh, Cody,
updated.
Cody, you cut
Nope,
out on me.
nope.
Can you start over at E3?
Oh, at E3, I believe 343 will come out. Oh. I'm freezing up.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, we're
You're
back. We're
okay.
back.
You're
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Um, at E3, 343 Studios will come out on stage and be like, "We're releasing an updated Master Chief Collection. If you have the Master Chief Collection already, you get a free update. Anybody else, here it is re-released." it's going to be better because like right now, Master Chief Collection is not very well like suited for Xbox One. Like
Okay.
it won't run a lot of the games for some reason. Halo Reach is not in the Master Chief Collection, and
What
they want to add
is
it.
what is in the Master Chief Collection?
Halo 1 through 4,
Okay.
and not ODST, I don't think. So they're gonna add ODST and Reach, I imagine. And then I
What's that?
think
ODST?
ODST was it was a few years after 3 launched. They released ODST. It was kind of like it was kind of like a DLC-ish
Okay.
story mode about some like you were pretty much not a Spartan, but you were just a regular soldier, and you had to
Mm.
like fight your way through a city, and like you weren't a Spartan, so you couldn't use all the weapons that Master Chief could use. So you had like a little silenced SMG, and you had to be like kind of
Okay.
covert about it. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It introduced like the horde mode firefight stuff that's in most of the Halos now.
Okay.
Uh, so I definitely could see 343 announcing that, and that's when we'll get like the older Halo games because like all the Gears of War games are on the Game
Yeah.
Pass, and it's like, well, Halo games probably should be there. Like Halo 5 is on there, and like
Hmm.
that's kind of shocking to me because like that's one of their tentpole games. But and well, Gears of War 4 is too. So
Yeah. Halo Wars is on there. Is that a good one?
it's an RTS, like like the like StarCraft. I don't like those kind of games. Like they're not for me. So
Huh.
if you would like to
Yeah.
try an RTS, go
Um,
for it. But I've heard good things about one, two, not so much. Mainly because like it was really weird of them to release a two. Like, but two has its own story. So
okay.
one was kind of weird, but two had its own like kind of
Yeah.
story they hyped up. So
Well, I
not for
tried a
me.
Halo, so I think maybe I'll take a break from that. I do want to go play Rise of the Tomb Raider, so maybe I'll do that next because I've been doing that. And then I need to play some Gears
Yeah.
of War because I've never played that. So that's my
Ooh,
plan.
gotta play some Gears of War together.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one?
All right.
Does it matter?
Let's start with the first one.
Oh, seriously,
Oh,
how old
actually,
is it? Come on. Can we just
okay,
start with four?
we'll do 4 because it's recent and the graphics are better.
Yeah. Probably just do
Okay.
four and that's all. Okay. Cody, why don't you tell me about what else you've been playing this week?
So I have put a lot of time into a game that I'm not sure I enjoy, and that's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
So a little later on, we'll talk about another game I've been playing on Xbox, but I've been really like trying to like use this Xbox I have for a little bit. And one game I bought a long time ago when it first came out was PUBG. And when it first came to Xbox One, I hated it, and I still kind of hate it now. Um,
Why do you keep playing it?
I don't know. Like, it's kind of captivating in a weird way. Like, it's janky as all hell. I don't think PUBG will never not be janky as all hell.
Yeah.
But like, I'm getting better at it, and like, I
Yeah.
think that's what like keeps me coming back is that I'm getting better. Like, I had a game where I got 8 kills, and my team got second place.
That's awesome.
Like, I was like, one of these days I'll get a chicken dinner in this game. Like, it's gonna happen. Um, they've done a lot of improvements to the game. I will give them that. Like, there's first person mode now and third person. So, like, if you want to go back and forth. At first, I was like, well, I'll just stick to the first person. Then I realized, like, the third person is actually a lot of fun
Yeah.
because because that's what I'm used to in Fortnite, where I can, like, angle myself against a wall and look around it. And,
Yeah.
like, I got a triple kill with a shotgun the other night because I stood against this wall and the other team funneled through a doorway that I could see, and I would just pop out and just blast them real fast, pop back. Next one walk through, blast them, and I got a triple kill that way.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and like I don't know, I feel like that game has some very weird like quirks to it. Like I feel like I'm either really good at shooting far away or really good at shooting point blank, but there's like a dead zone in between super far away and point blank where I cannot hit a fucking thing. Like a dude was maybe 10 feet from me and like I had my gun on full auto because like in other shooting games, if a guy's that close to you, you have it on full auto because you want to do the most damage real fast. Nope, my bullets are just flying past him. I'm like, what's happening? Like how. Um, I do feel like I like when I first played Fortnite Battle Royale, my heartbeat was definitely pumping when you get
Yeah.
to those like the top 10. But like slowly that's kind of stopped happening, and
Oh,
like I don't know. So like I'm not as like it's not as like I'm not like if I lose in the top 10, I'm not as angry.
yeah.
But if I lose in the top 10 in PUBG, I like my heartbeat's pounding and I'm like I don't know, and like I'm just kind of enjoying that feeling again
Yeah.
of being excited. I'm sorry those breathing noises into the microphone sounded fucking terrible, I'm sure. Um, but yeah, and like I'm finding the guns I like, and like and I've met some very like nice people in that game.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, like one guy was like, "Hey, my brother's gamer type is Iron Buckeye 8, so
Yeah.
if you would like to add him, so you can play with me in PUBG, Sea of Thieves, all that, go for it." Um, I'll have this for a little while. He's like, "Oh yeah, Iron Buckeye, where do you want to drop?" And I was like, "Dude, this is like my third game. Like, I don't know where's a good spot to go." And he's like, "Oh, like this is like my 20th. Like, I'm still kind of bad at it too, but I'll teach you some things." And like he was like,
That's
"Okay,
cool.
like this is a nice little area. There's a lot of houses for all of us to hit, and like not a lot of people go here." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And like I was running around with a machete, and he's like, "Iron, where's your gun?" And I was like, I couldn't find one. He was like, "Oh shit, here you go, man. Take the shotgun."
Aw,
Um, and he
that's
died
nice.
later in the game, but he kept coaching us, like,
Yeah.
me and the other guy. I think the other guy just didn't want to get on mic,
Yeah.
but he kept coaching us throughout the rest of the game, and like it was pretty cool. Like I was like, this like
That's nice.
you don't expect to meet nice people, and when you do, it's really like awesome because that dude really could have been an asshole. I'm like, well, fuck you guys, peace out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that. Uh, so yeah, I think I'm gonna keep. And like they're about to add the new sand map,
Hmm.
so I kind of want to try that. It's just something different to try out, like, and like I technically own it because I bought it, so I might as well get some use out of PUBG.
You technically
Um,
own it. That's how owning things work. You buy it and then you own it.
Me and my brother share the
All
Xbox, so
right, all
like
right.
yeah,
Whatever.
that's what I meant by technically own it. But yeah, that's I put a lot of time into that, so
Cool. Just a reminder also, you still need to try the Darwin Project, that game preview.
oh yes, I do. Thank
Yeah,
you for reminding me.
because I had fun with that. So I want to see what you think about it. Because I was gonna buy it. It was only $15, but then I read it's gonna go free to play at some point, and it's already gone free to play on Steam, I think. So I was gonna
Oh
maybe
okay,
wait a little while and see
yeah,
when that's gonna happen. But you could go ahead and try the game preview just to see if
yeah,
you
I need
like
to
it.
do that.
Yeah. All right. So last week I talked about how I went over to my friend's house and I got to play Resogun. So this week I went over there, and because we'd had so much fun with Resogun, uh, she bought Geometry Wars, which Alejandro had told me about this one. It's another twin stick shooter. It's like a top down, and your little ship, you're shooting everywhere, and there are just these geometric shapes that come around, and they kind of chase you. And it's kind of, I don't know that it's really like a kaleidoscope, but like there will be different shapes and different things that happen, and it looks really cool. It has good music. I had a lot of fun with it, but it is hard as all get out. Okay, um, we you have an endless number of lives. You can die as many as you want, but I think you have like a minute and 30 seconds to clear the level, and you have to, not die in order to get your multiplier up, in order to get your score up. And to get just like 1 star on the level, you have to get 500,000 points. um, we we played this for quite a while, and we never got that 1 star. I think our
Oh god.
best was around like 350,000. Um, and you can't go to the next level until you get at least 1 star. At least that's what we're guessing. I mean, we never got far enough to know how you get to the next level. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would be easier if you were playing single player, because when it's multiplayer, there's just two of you. And so, like, sometimes you get scared because you see your buddy coming at you and you think it's an enemy, or like your buddy's shooting and then, like, the bullets get in the way of your line of sight and you're like, ah. So, I don't know if it would be easier. as just a one player, but we had a real hard time with it. So we stopped playing that because we're like, no, this is not happening. So then we were scrolling through what else they had, and they have a game called Hyper Void, which I think is was another one of the PS Plus games at some point. Um, and so this game, you are a ship that's shooting things, but instead of like a side scroller, it's kind of, I would say, like a front scroller. So like you're moving towards the middle of the TV, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So so you're in space. It's like all of the text is like hacking code and stuff. It's weird. Um, but you've got three different weapons that you can use, like kind of like a mini machine gun, more like a high powered, slower firing gun, and then like this laser beam. And enemies are coming at you through the screen. And as you progress, like you're kind of in open space to start with, and then sometimes you'll like be in like a tunnel, and then sometimes you'll be in like weird shapes. Like it was kind of like this figure eight kind of shape. So it was like kind of came down in the middle at the top and bottom, but then like had openings on the side. It's just real weird the stuff that it does. But it was a lot of fun. The bosses were really hard. We were taking turns on the levels, and I luckily got to do the levels without the boss, so that was fantastic. My buddy Daniel was doing those, and they were really hard. Um, Oh, and you have a dash as well, because there are these laser attacks, so you have to use your dash to like avoid those. So it gets pretty complex. Um, oh, and there's this one point after you've been playing a while where this like clear jelly stuff comes at you and like gets on your ship, and you've been infected with a virus. And so the first time it hits you,
I
um,
don't think that's jelly.
I don't know what it was, but hey. So you get infected and like none of your weapons work. And so you just have to use your dash to avoid all of the. Why are you laughing?
This this clear jelly hits you, gives you a virus, and then your weapon stops working. Air quotes. Yeah, I don't know what you're playing there, Sam.
Hey man, I didn't make this game, okay?
Okay.
but but it was kind of cool because it's like a little training area to teach you to get a lot better at your dash, right? So it's like, yeah, okay. And then it wears off after a while, and then at another point it comes back and hits you again, but this time your weapons still work, but you can't control your ship, and so your ship just spins in circles and you just have to like shoot your weapons and hope for the best. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um it's a really like um it looks cool visually. I would say it reminded me of Thumper a lot, just with like the colors and how you're moving through the path. Again, like one of those games that you'd probably like if you were high, probably wouldn't like it if you're epileptic. Um, so it was a lot of fun, but again, that one was hard. I think Daniel spent like 20 or 30 minutes on this one boss, trying to kill it because it was just so hard and he kept dying. I wouldn't have had the patience for that, but
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah, yeah. But it was fun. So if you had that on your PS Plus thing, you should go give it a try. Yeah. Geometry Wars, maybe. I don't know about that. That one was. It didn't seem as harder, but apparently we didn't make any progress on it, so I don't know.
I've heard good things about Geometry Wars. This whole
Yeah.
time I thought Geometry Wars was an RTS, and apparently it's a twin
Oh.
stick shooter. So,
No, yeah, yeah.
yeah. But I've heard good things about, because I think there's a Geometry Wars 2 that came out, and
Okay,
that's
actually, I
very
think this one was technically Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions or something. It
good.
wasn't,
Oh,
so it
okay.
was
So
like,
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what the other ones are. We can ask Alejandro, I bet he knows. So, but yeah, some fun stuff. All right. Now I guess all we have left to talk about is our group game that we've been playing
Yeah.
together. So, man, I feel like if I was a really good host, I would have prepared like an epic pun to get us transitioned into this. But I don't have anything off the cuff. I don't
Neither
know.
do I. So we'll
So,
just talk like pirates.
we set sail on our adventure. Um,
That was. Arg, me mateys, we're here to talk about Sea of Thieves and get the booty.
that
Uh,
that was really good. You make a good
Thank you.
pirate. Mine was not too good. That was good. So, Cody, why don't you start us off?
Oh yeah, so Sea of Thieves came out about a month ago, I want to say.
I feel like it was
Um,
longer.
was
I
it
don't
two
know.
months?
I don't
No, you're
know.
right. Yeah,
It
it
took
was
us a
about 2 months
while.
ago. Took us a while to get to it. But we've heard some good things, heard some bad things, but we wanted to try it for ourselves. So we got Game Pass, and because it's
It's
$10, I was
free.
like, cool, $10 try out a brand new game. That's pretty good. Um, so what Sea of Thieves is pretty much just all multiplayer. Well, you can play some single player. It's just there's no story. Like you are
Mhm.
just being a pirate. You get missions. You go get treasure, fight skeletons. There apparently is some missions where you can catch like exotic animals, but we
Mhm.
haven't got that far.
Yeah.
And there's like some raid fort crazy bosses you can go fight. Apparently, we didn't get to do any of those.
We tried
And then of
to.
course we tried to and
It was
failed
too
miserably.
hard for us.
Uh, and there's other people playing as pirates, so there's PvP, and we got to experience that the last time we played. Um, I had a lot of fun. Like it's definitely one of those games that if I was playing by myself, I wouldn't have fun. But because me and Sam got to play together, I was having a blast.
Well, and let me just
Uh,
say, playing by yourself just sucks real bad because trying to sail the ship on your own, even when it's the little one, that is hard. Because you have to
oh
like
yeah,
keep running back to the map and then running up to the wheel. So it's not the best experience by yourself.
that's gonna be when we get to like our kind of complaints with the game. That's gonna be a
Oh,
big one for
sorry,
me.
sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Yes, the first time we played, we were kind of like I was Sam had played a little bit, I hadn't, so I was really just trying to like get the hang of things and like that game is really beautiful. Like the water
Mhm.
physics and like the water graphics, like so crisp and beautiful. I loved. Like I definitely got distracted a few times sailing the ship, being like, "Man, that water looks really
Cody,
gorgeous."
Cody fell off the
Um,
ship a couple of times.
I did. Like I was just like, "Oh, oh God, I'm off the ship. Oh God."
It's like, drop the
Um,
anchor, come back for me.
Second time around, I definitely was more like, "All right, I got the hang of this." Yeah, that game's it's a lot of fun. Like I'm looking forward to playing it here and there with you and other people. Uh, what is your general opinion of the game, Sam?
um, I'd play it if other people were playing it, but I'm not like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. I had fun while we were playing.
Mhm.
I feel like it could get really repetitive because you just, you have. It takes a long time to sail to all the different. When you go on a mission, you have to go find the island on the map, and then you have to go sail to the island. So it takes a while to get there, and then you just go to the island and you fight some skeletons and pick up your booty, and then you just go back and deposit it. So like that could get kind of boring after a while. Um, and the first time we played, we just naturally didn't run into anybody else at all in the
Yeah.
game. So the second time we played, we specifically wanted to go find some
Yeah.
people and start some stuff just because we wanted to see what that was about. And a lot of the negative criticism I'd heard was that people didn't like the PvP because they wanted to just go find their treasures and they didn't want to have to deal with enemy pirates. But I thought that would be like what would make the game more exciting. um,
Yeah.
so all right, here is something important that you need to know about Sea of Thieves. It's not a good idea to try to steal an enemy's ship,
Oh
right?
God, this is the
So,
worst.
so we found this ship. It was docked at an island. We're like, these people are probably on the island. We can go. Cody wanted to steal the ship, so I was like, okay,
Oh
that's
yeah.
fine. Let's do
What
that.
pirates do.
Yeah. So before we even got there, I think we were getting shot at with cannons from the island, which I didn't even know that the islands had cannons. So we were getting shot at already. So I think I just said, fuck it. And I jumped overboard and swam over to their boat. Um, Turns out this was one of the bigger boats. Also, a two-person crew shouldn't try to steal a big boat because, um, on our little ship, just one person can raise the anchor and it's fine. But on this big ship, it takes at least two people to do it in less than 5 minutes. So,
Oh God.
because I was
Well, yeah,
trying
because
to,
I hopped. I hopped on the wheel and I'm like, let's go, Sam. She's like, it's gonna be a bit. Like,
Like,
I can't get the anchor up. And I was like, what?
I'm pushing it, it's going so slow. So he eventually came and helped me, and we got the anchor up. And then we realized that there was one pirate who'd been left to guard the ship. So we start fighting that guy. We kill him. Um, and I guess we start sailing. Maybe at that point, did we get the anchor up? No, no, we were going, and then he had dropped the anchor, and that's how we knew
Oh
he was
yes,
there. So he
we
dropped it again.
started to go like maybe not even 5 feet, and I look over and I see a guy running, and I'm like, he's on the ship, and you're like, what? And then I'm like, I'm not moving. He must have dropped anchor somehow. Because I think they'll lower the anchor. You just hold the button and it
Yeah,
instantly
yeah, it's
drops.
easy to drop it.
Um,
So we killed him. His buddies were coming over from the island, so they kept getting on the ship and we kept killing them. And then we found out the hard way that when you die, you go to this ghost ship for about 30 seconds, maybe, and
yeah,
you just
about
hang
that.
out there, and then it respawns you back on your own ship. So we were trying to take this ship, we'd kill people, and they just keep respawning on the ship. Um,
We got pretty far though, and I turned. I'm like, oh hey, they took our ship, and I'm like, and then I started. That's when we kind of clicked. It was like, oh hey, you respawn on your ship. So
yeah,
I think I died, and I
yeah.
was like, I'm gonna go respawn on our ship, get it back, and it was,
Eventually
and
I
then like
died too.
for 20 minutes, us and this other pirate ship just went at it. Like we were like cannonballing each other. I rammed the ship into theirs a couple times. We boarded it one time and died instantly. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. But it was a
yeah.
lot of fun. Like we just
Eventually they gave up because we were like, all
yeah,
right, we'll
but
just keep fighting them. And then they eventually just stopped chasing us. They're like, we're done with these people. They're ridiculous.
yeah,
So the thing to know, don't go try to steal the ship. What you do is you just sneak on quietly, grab the booty, get the hell out of there. So
yeah.
that's the proper pirate technique for future knowledge. But we had a good time.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. Like I was like, this is, and then at some point what was, oh, we were going to a different island and they were kind of chasing us, but there were these barrels in the sea, and I was like, I want to see what's on those barrels. So we dropped anchor and we both hopped off, and like, so this other
Oh,
boat is coming at us, and like we're swimming to the barrels, and you are like, there's some battle music going on. And I was like,
yeah.
I don't feel like they played battle music while we were fighting the other ship. And I turned around, and there are two great white sharks swimming full speed at Sam, and I'm like, "Shark, shark, get out the, run for it!" And
So I
it
started
was
swimming
so
back, but
funny.
I never got to see the sharks. Like I never once saw them. So I was just like, I don't know. And we don't know what those barrels were.
Yeah,
Apparently
no, right?
they were bait that the sharks put out to try to get you in their
Apparently,
water. So
um,
while we were out, we tried to go to one of the forts where you can do the raid because we're like, let's go see
yeah,
what this is about. So, and I mean, we weren't even super close, but as soon as we got like at all within range of it, the fort
yeah.
started firing cannons at us.
Oh
Um,
God, yeah.
and after that, after the battle with the other people, like I think we were down to just like 4 planks of wood, and I'm like, if we get any more holes, we're not going to be able to patch it. So we called it a night after that. So
Yeah. So I think we did pretty much most of the stuff you can do in that game for the most part, besides
yeah,
like the raids and catching the exotic animals, because apparently you can fight like a kraken and capture it.
really,
Um, yes,
how
that's
big is
apparently
the
a thing.
kraken?
Pretty freaking huge.
How do you capture it? I wonder.
I don't know, but I'm interested. We'll
I'm
have to like keep
interested.
playing. Um, so I really like Sea of Thieves. I think it's a pretty good game. I think I would not have paid full price for it.
Oh
I'm very
God,
glad
I
that
would
we
not
did
have
game.
paid.
Yeah,
If
I'm
I
glad
had
we did
paid
Game Pass.
$60, I would have been pissed.
Yeah. Some of my big complaints. I feel like that game does not have a lot of content because all you're doing is these three kind of like three missions over and over, and I don't know what the full end game is. Like maybe you just eventually are just doing the fortresses and doing the raid bosses all the time, but like there's no like it's not like an RPG where like you're leveling up these people and like they're giving you better weapons. Like anything you buy or unlock, you get gold from everything you do. All you're doing is unlocking a skin. So like you can like get like you can get a cool looking mast for your boat.
Mhm.
You can get like a figurehead on the front. Like there was like a, so it looked like Poseidon.
Yeah.
and then like there's different skins for the weapons, like the sniper rifle. One of the sniper rifles I got, because it only cost like 1 gold coin for some reason, was the sniper scope was made of a bottle. That's cool. Like you can give yourself a hook for a hand and a peg leg, and you get the normal pirate garb. Um, but I feel like there's just that's got to get repetitive real
Hmm.
fast, and it's got to get real boring real fast. Like I think the PvP does add some spice, but like we played for a good hour and a half the first time, and
Yeah.
we ran into no one.
Yeah.
And then the second time, we possibly ran into 2 people. I don't know. That could have been the same group
Yeah.
from the first time we saw people. Um, and then like this is a small nitpick, but like steering the boat is not fun to me because I don't know. I watched a YouTube video where this dude just like said it and forgot it, and like he was just like was running around the ship. But me, I felt like I had to be on the wheel at all times because the waves were rocking me
Yeah.
9,000 directions. Maybe there's some secret to it. I don't know. Oops, sorry, bumped my mic.
Whoa. He's so angry
Um,
he smashed his mic.
uh, what else? Do you have any complaints, Sam? Well, I think.
Um, I also I don't like driving the boat as much because you have the sail down all the way to get the most wind, but then the sail
Oh
like
yeah,
cuts off your view, so it's really hard to see like what's in front of you.
yeah. Like
Um,
if you're gonna have that mechanic, you at least could have just made it see through.
or
Like, yeah,
something.
like it,
I mean, it
like
doesn't
for other
have to
people.
visually come down that far.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just such a weird choice. Like make it higher up in the air. I don't know.
Something. But yeah, and you spend so much time sailing. So that gets kind of boring. I feel like the game just kind of has an identity problem. It's like what is this game supposed to be? Cuz like it's almost where it could be like a Fortnite, but then the PvP really has no point other than maybe you'll steal something from someone else. If it were like if it had like a set match where it's like, okay, all of you ships are launching from different points, you're going to one island, you have to battle for the booty that's there and like defeat anyone else, like that could be interesting. And then like I think that would, every match would be different kind of, and you'd have something to, I don't know, it might have that same hook that like a Fortnite or a PUBG has. But just like doing the missions on your own, and I mean the skins and stuff and different sales are cool looking and they'd be neat to get, but like not enough to just keep doing the same thing over and over again to get the gold.
Yeah, I feel like you would like really have to love pirates to like really want to do like unlock everything. I guess.
Yeah.
Another like I was very angry when we couldn't steal the ship. Like that's a pirate thing to do. Like you steal ships. Like we should have been able to steal that ship. Like I don't like it. I was just like, this is stupid. Like I don't. That made me so mad when I realized they were respawning. Um, because yeah, like, and I mean, like, we didn't have any treasures. So, like, had they scouted our ship and like stolen our stuff, like, and even then, it's like, what does it matter? Like, you just go do it. Like,
Yeah.
different, and like, maybe this is not enough people playing the game. Maybe that's why we
Yeah.
only ran into possibly one person, one crew.
Yeah, that's true.
Like there's no real big risk in like you go run 20 things, go run 2 things. Like we ran 2 things, wind turned in, and leveled up 2 times with that
Yeah.
one lady. So I don't know. I feel like there's not a pull to that game. Like
Yeah.
I will play it because I want to have a good time with friends and be a pirate with some friends. But there's not. Oh hey, you know what I need to do today? I need to log into Sea of Thieves and get this done. And I feel like there should be a pull to that game. Like there should be like a reason I want to level up those people. Like for some like I don't know how they do it, but like I hope they address that. Because
Yeah.
like this was the first Xbox exclusive this year for them. Like this is their big one. Like they pushed this really hard, and it's a good looking game, really cool. I
Yeah.
had fun with it, but I can understand why people have complaints about it. There's a lot of improvement that could be there, and I think they'll do it because like I think Rare is a pretty good company. I don't really know what they've done since before this.
Yeah,
I
I
know
don't
they
know.
did Banjo Kazooie back in the day. Like they did a bunch of old school games. I don't know what they did before this. I feel like this is their first big game in a very long time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess we'll
So
see.
Sea of Thieves, 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down
So mine
for
is just
me.
2 thumbs straight in the middle.
Yeah, that's probably a better one. Like,
Uh,
it's good, but could be better.
like many things. All
Yeah.
right. That's wraps up what we've been playing this week. I think we want to have just a brief chat about some esports news because stage 3 of the Overwatch League ended just this last week, and I found it pretty exciting. We got to the final match, which at the finals this time they did differently. The first 2 stages of the Overwatch League, they just had 3 teams in the finals, and you had a semifinal game between players 2 and 3. Are you going to say something? Are we
Stage
about to?
2, they started doing the 4.
No, no. I disagree
No,
with you.
no, no. What they did, okay, for stage 1, it was the 3 people, and I was like, this is stupid. For stage 2, no, stage 2, they did
No, I
the
watched the final
4.
because I watched a semifinal and it was those 2, and then I expected there to be another semifinal to see who they'd play, but there wasn't. There was just the final team. That's what they did. I will, I guarantee you that's what
Maybe you're
happened.
right, and maybe they just had another match that day for some random reason.
I think you are mistaken.
Okay, we'll come
Neither
back to
here
this.
nor there. Okay, so
Anyways,
stage
they're doing it
3.
right.
They're doing it right. They have 4 teams, so you've got 2 that play and the 2 that play, and whoever wins those 2, they play the final match. Okay, so um, the day before they were wrapping up to figure out who all's going to be in the finals, they got it set that it was going to be New York Excel, LA Valiant, LA Gladiators, and Boston Uprising, right? And because I don't recall why New York Excel got to.
Boston Uprising picked LA Gladiators because they
Oh,
wanted an
Boston
easy
Uprising picked them. Okay, yeah. No, yeah,
Yes,
it
they wanted
was
an easy
real.
match.
There was some kind of shit talk in there because they were
Yeah.
interviewing them afterwards. They're like, okay, Boston Uprising, who do you want to play? And they're like, well, we want an easy match, so we'll pick the LA Gladiators. And it's just like, dang, those are fighting words. Um, so so they played their match. Um, Going into this, Boston Uprising was undefeated in stage 3. So they had a 10-0 record, which was a record in and of itself. No one else had done that. New York Excel had almost done that previously, but then they had lost a game to Boston Uprising. So when it came down to the finals and it was Boston Uprising versus New York Excel, like it was kind of like a grudge match. And New York Excel was like really wanting to take this because they were kind of pissed at Boston for preventing them from getting that streak last time, and then that they had got the streak this time. Um, so it was a pretty interesting game. I mean, everyone played really well at this level. Like everybody is so good, um, but New York ended up winning. And one of the things. Okay, all right. Cody needs to chime in.
Oh no, I was just doing the. Ooh, so I
But I don't know what that was. That was weird.
that was me going woo New
Your
York
woo
Sexo.
fingers. Okay. Okay.
I'm not enjoying Overwatch League anymore. I just feel like it's not. The matches were good. I'm just really tired of New York XL winning. Like they should just have a different division. Like I don't.
They're just too good, so they need to go play by themselves. Is that what you're saying?
I guess so. Like I don't know. Like I just feel like at this point it's just like I don't know. I'm supposed to be a New York XL fan if I want someone to win. Like fuck. Like that's all I can do.
Well, I mean, I feel like you can still enjoy stuff and just like they win the finals, that's fine, you know. But like there are all the other matches throughout the season, you could still enjoy when it's not them playing.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess so. I don't know.
um,
I'm not just.
okay, so you probably really didn't like this part where after New York won, they were interviewing the team afterwards, and I'm not gonna say it right, probably Sabailby, the tracer for New York Excel. He was being interviewed and he has his translator with them, and so he would say stuff and then the translator would say it, and then he got to this one part and he he just said in English, "I'm the greatest tracer in the world." and it cracked me up. Because I mean, I like that, they're having fun. They're proud of what they did. I found it pretty amusing. Um, like his record says that he is indeed a very good tracer, but he hasn't statistically been the best one in the league. But in the final couple of games, there were multiple times where like he would just come in and like kill five people in the span of like 10 or 15 seconds and just turn the tide of the game. So like there were some close moments where you thought Boston Uprising might be able to take something, and then he would just like go in there and like clean stuff up. So I mean, he really did do some impressive work during the finals, but I liked it. I don't know. I guess I'm the only
It
one who's
was
excited about esports anymore. This is
it was very
sad.
good. It was very good. Just I don't know. I just don't feel like it's. I want some variety, and right now it's just kind of like this is
Okay.
the New York Excel show,
Well, just
and
stop watching games where they play and just watch other people play.
I guess I just won't be watching the finals ever again.
Hey, you never know. I mean, just because they've won two stage finals so far doesn't mean anything.
So we should say that I think it was the last time we talked about stage finals. Yeah, so there's going to be a stage 4, and then they're going to do like a top 4 bracket, like whoever has the most wins, losses, and like if someone's tied,
Hmm.
they'll do it by like who's won the most
Maps.
maps. So there is going to be that, and I think after this, New York XL is locked in to one of those positions. So there's only
Probably.
3. Yeah, they've won enough matches at this point to now just be locked in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
uh, like even if they lost everyone in stage 4, they would still be locked in. Like it's just how
Yeah.
better they're doing.
Um, let
That'll be
me just
interesting.
let me just go back and say one thing. So we talked about the best. Okay, we love Shanghai Dragons. Everybody's rooting for them. Everybody just wants them to win. So I will say that quite a few matches in this stage, they were winning some maps, which is really good. I mean, they didn't, get the majority to win the whole match, but they're contenders. They're fighting, and I think they are getting better every day as they go. And I mean, like one time, like in the middle of a match, like between maps, um, they like changed their lineup on stage. Like they were in a certain order and then they like rearranged themselves, and like they
Oh
did it
yes, I
so
remember
that like the Chinese people speaking people would be here and the Korean speaking people would be here, just so they could be closer to their own languages. And
that. Yeah,
they're open to trying things, and they are working. And I mean, some of the games you see them and they're fighting really well, and I think they'll just continue to get better, and eventually they're going to win a game. And like when they do, like the whole world is just going to explode with excitement, because every time they win a point, or like the times when they win a map, the crowd just goes wild for them. Like everybody is rooting for them. So it's pretty
yeah.
exciting. And yeah, they're gonna I will say I went ahead and I bought my first Overwatch skins, and I went ahead and bought the Shanghai Dragons for Diva, and then I bought a Houston Outlaws for my Junkrat. So,
Nice.
and
Um,
go ahead.
so you go.
I was just gonna say, speaking of skins, there's a new charity skin, which maybe you could tell us about.
Yes. So Blizzard has partnered with a breast cancer research foundation, and they have a exclusive Mercy skin. It is pretty awesome. The back part, where her wings are, is actually the pink ribbon that is symbolic for breast cancer awareness. So it's really cool. The skin itself is $15, and all that goes to charity. There is also a T-shirt that was designed by a member of the Overwatch community, and it's $30, and 15 of that goes to the charity, and the rest is cover like the shipping and all that. So that's pretty sweet of them to do that. They're also doing live streams all week. Not all week. Yeah, it's from May 4th to the 21st, I believe.
Mhm.
That you can buy this the skin and the shirt, and they're doing streams throughout this like period. And if you're watching, you'll get a drop like how we said, if you link
Oh,
your BattleNet and all that, you'll get a drop, and it'll be an exclusive spray. And like one of them is the breast cancer awareness ribbon with mercy wings on the side, and like
oh,
that's really cool.
that's neat.
There's a lot of cool stuff with it. So yeah, definitely if you're gonna, and they've people have done some research, like there are charities out there that like only like 20% of the money you donate to them goes to the cancer research. This foundation, it's like 85% goes to directly benefiting the research, and the other 15% is to cover some upkeep, and most of it is to pay the workers who like run their events.
Yeah,
So like that's a very good charity. If you're above, I believe 60%, you are a very good charity in most cases. So I'm glad they picked a good one
yeah.
to do this. And it's
And
really cool.
yeah, I bought this skin today and I went and looked at it. It's really neat looking. And then I don't know if it's just because I bought the skin or if you just like get it for free, but there's a player icon that's also the pink ribbon.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I'm sure that's for.
yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. So as soon as you open the game, it'll have a little thing talking about it where you can go buy it, or anytime you're on the home screen, you can just push R2 to get that to pop up if you are interested in it. So it's for a good cause and it looks pretty cool. So,
Yeah, good job on Blizzard.
yeah. Um okay, just one other Overwatch thing real quick. I was on Facebook the other day and a friend of mine had like shared this post that was um about vacationing in Santorini, Greece, and it had like this little video about that place.
Oh yes, I've
And I
seen.
was
I saw it.
looking at it and I was like, oh my god, this looks just like Ilios. I'm like, this is crazy. It's got the blue
I
domes. It was walking down like a little narrow alley, and I'm like, that looks exactly like the game. And I Googled it, and Ilios is based on Santorini, Greece. So that was pretty cool. You should go Google it and check it out because they did a really good job of recreating it. So,
Yeah, I saw you shared that post, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that is what it's based off. So
mhm.
that's pretty
I
cool.
didn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into some news. Oh my god. So, pretty much every week it seems like we're like, what can we talk about in the news? And we put stories on and we don't always get to all of them. And it seems like every week there's a Fortnite news story because Fortnite is always doing something. We don't always get to it, we don't always talk about it, but there's always something there. And this week, I think it's pretty exciting. So,
This is like unreal. I never thought.
okay, it
I'm
just
waiting for someone to wake me up from a dream. I'm wake up and be like, this never happened.
all right, so we just got the comet crashing and all of the stuff that came with that. So that was like our big excitement, right? So then out of nowhere, they just announced, hey, Fortnite's doing a mashup with Avengers and Thanos is going to be in the game. Just like, boom, out of nowhere. So, Cody, tell them what it's like.
So yeah, so it's pretty much it's solo only, so you
Mhm.
can't go in with a team or anything. So what it is you spawn in, the storm is already moving in from the start, so like you have to like land, get your stuff. Um, the drop rate is like there's no gray items; it's all higher, like high rarity items, pretty much. Uh, and then about I want to say like 30 seconds into the game, maybe a minute,
30
you'll
seconds,
hear a
probably.
noise, and the Infinity Gauntlet will crash from the sky, and whoever picks it up first becomes Thanos. Now
Yes.
when it originally launched, Thanos had like 300 shield and like 700 health, and they've kind of like tuned that so he's got less shield and more health.
No, I
He's
think
like
they dropped
shield.
both of them a little bit. I thought he had
Did
300
they?
shield, 800 health, and then I thought it went down to like 200 shield, 700 health.
Maybe you're right.
Regardless, he got nerfed right away.
Yeah. Uh, and they also like okay, so you have the Infinity Gauntlet, so clearly you're gonna be doing some crazy stuff. So you can shoot like a beam with I want to say the Reality Stone, and you get a punch, and if you punch, you're doing like 80 damage, and you can just go through structures like nobody's business. You get a super jump where you can pretty much jump about the same height you would with like a jump pad, and you can come crashing down. That does like 80 damage, so you're pretty much two-shotting most people.
Yes.
Um, But
And
obviously, there's like a downside of this because like
yeah.
you have to be up close and personal. Like you can close the gap with the jump, but like you have to be in their face to like punch them down.
Yeah, because Thanos doesn't use any conventional weapons. He doesn't need to, obviously. He
Yeah, he
doesn't
doesn't need.
build things. He doesn't take fall damage. So, and then every time he makes a kill, his shields will regenerate, but his health never does, and he can't use health
Yeah.
items. So, um, did you? I got to play as Thanos, which I did not expect this to ever happen because I started playing and like for the first few games, like I never even saw Thanos. Like I would get killed before I could even get there. But this one time, I just got lucky. Like I'd got a gun. I think I had a burst rifle, and like he was just right there. And I think it was a new person who like didn't understand how to do Thanos. So I was like, all right. So I just shot him. Oh no, I had a submachine gun because that was one of my challenges. I have to get submachine gun kills, and I'm like, I'm never gonna do this. But I got one with Thanos. So I killed him, and I ran over real quick, and I got the gauntlet. And when you first get it, it launches you up in the air, and it, what does he say? There's like this line, it's like, your time has come, or something. He has a real menacing voice line that everybody in the game can
Oh, it's
hear.
like something he says in the trailer. One of the trailers. It's like time comes for us all or something. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know,
it's super
but it's
badass
awesome.
sounding.
Um, so the thing about Thanos is he's big and powerful, but he is slow as an ox. Oh my God. So anytime you want to like try do one of your attacks, like you push X to jump, and then like he has to kind of charge it up. So he like starts doing his thing, and then it takes him a few seconds to actually jump up. Or like doing any of his stuff, like once you start it and once the animation starts for that attack, you can't break it. You're stuck in it.
Yeah.
So if you're not skilled at what you're doing and somebody comes up on you and starts shooting you, they could kill you pretty easy. So I didn't last very long because like someone was shooting at me and I was trying to jump away, but it took me so long to do my charge and get up that like I had so much damage done that I didn't last very long. Cody, did you get to play as him at all?
No. And so I have some thoughts on this game mode. I think it's super cool. Like, this is something if you had told me, like, hey, eventually one of your favorite games will cross over with comic books, which you love, I'd be like, you're crazy. Never would happen. Um, so this is like unreal. Like like I said, I'm really expecting to get pinched
I mean,
tomorrow and wake
Unreal, it's
up in
on
like
the
a
Unreal Engine, just FYI. So there you go.
okay, all right. I'm waiting to get pinched tomorrow at work, and I'm gonna wake up and be like, oh, what the, oh, that wasn't real, damn it. Um, I think it's really cool. Like a great thing. Just so we're talking about Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, and I feel like they made him way too weak. Like he should just be mowing people down. And I don't like that it's in this battle. I think it should be 99 versus 1. Like it should be
No, yeah. Everybody's
everybody
teamed up
versus
against
Thanos
them. Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
too many times it's like there's 3 of us in an area and then Thanos, and the other 2 are trying to shoot me, and I'm trying to
Mm,
kill Thanos
yeah.
because Thanos is the real threat here. Gonna 2-shot us, guys, not me with a gray shotgun. I'm not gonna 2-shot you from 20 feet away. It's ridiculous. And then I feel like so I noticed this in every game I played. There are people who will jump out of the bus at the last second and just float around and wait for the
Oh
Infinity
yeah.
Gauntlet to show up,
Yeah.
and they fly in right on top of it and pick it up.
Yeah.
And that's some bullshit because that's like way unfair. Granted, they made Thanos kind of weak, so he dies really easily, but and then I feel like they like made him too weak to the point that people cheese it. Like there's
Mm.
a dude who went and hid in the house on Loot Lake as Thanos, and he stayed there the entire map, and like the rest of us kind of just waited there, like because we didn't want to charge him because you charge
Yeah.
him, he's just gonna hit you and kill you. Like it's easy. So that was kind of like I didn't enjoy that. Like I'm gonna keep playing because like I do want to play Thanos.
Yeah.
Like I don't care for how long. Like I want to at least like do the
Mhm.
cool jump in the air and then fly down and smash somebody. Like that's what I want. But I do feel like they could have done better with this. But I'm sure they were pressed for time because from what the thing said, what the news report I read was, is that the Russos like really love Fortnite. They love to play it in between scenes they're directing, and they contacted one of the head guys at Epic, and they were like, "Hey, let's do this." And so I'm sure they threw this together as fast as they could,
Yeah.
and they did a good job. Like I like the game mode, like it's cool. Just there could have been some tweaks.
I understand your complaints, but also I feel like they made it the way they did so that hopefully as many people as possible get to play as Thanos because everybody wants to play as him. Like that's like
Yeah,
the goal. So I mean, because he can be killed and because he has these limitations, it just gives more people an opportunity to play as him. Which I think is a
yeah.
good thing, because I mean, if it was just like the 1 versus 99, then like, you'd have a pretty
Oh, I
small
think
chance of
like if they
spawning
did it like
people.
that, whoever killed Thanos would just get the glove at that
Oh,
point. Like the
okay.
glove flies to
Oh,
them,
okay.
and then it just it's just cycles. Like whoever gets
Yeah.
the final blow, like like something like that.
Yeah.
But I understand, yeah, with why they had to do it this way, but still, it's cool.
It's cool.
Uh,
I will say these games are crazy because
oh yeah,
they're more condensed because the storm is already coming. Like everybody, you have to start in that starting circle or else you're gonna get caught in the storm. Found out the hard way a couple times on that
oh
one.
yeah,
And let me say, just the amount of pickaxe battles and kills that I've had in that mode
yeah.
alone are like out of control because everybody's trying to land in this smaller circle. Then basically, everybody used to be in the big map, now they're all coming in this one spot, so like you're landing with people. Like there's really no way to avoid it. If you want to land somewhere where you can get any kind of weapons, you're going to be with people. So there's just like
Yeah.
axe battles to the death. There'll be like 3 or 4 of us in an area. One guy, oh, I thought I was getting get 2 kills, but really I only got one because one guy tried to throw a grenade and accidentally blew himself up, so I didn't get credit for that kill. But then the other one I got him with my pickaxe. But yeah, it's just mayhem. So, it's fun. It's really cool that
Yeah.
they were able to just whip this out, and the fact that they did it with like no warning. Because like they spent so much time on that comet, like it was there for so long, everybody was talking about it forever, and then this just like surprise.
Yeah. It's very cool.
But also, breaking news today. Apparently, somebody has found a hatch in the ground on Fortnite. And it's just this locked hatch. Nobody knows what it is yet, but it feels like this is like the next tease. Like when they first spotted the comet in the air, like this is now we found whatever the next thing is. And like people are already talking about like Lost because there was the hatch underground
Oh
there.
yeah.
And like so maybe there's going to be like secret underground facilities that we're going to find later. I don't know. There is always a chance that it's nothing, but I don't know. It could be
There's
the next
also
exciting thing.
apparently a rock somewhere. It's either in the prison or in the new Dusty Divot,
Hmm.
and it looks like the egg from the recent Godzilla movie. One of the monster pops out of. So everyone's like, "Oh, is the next one gonna be aliens and monster theme? Like that'd be kind of cool."
That'd be cool. Also,
But
let me
yeah.
say, while I was playing, I landed for the first time in a place I'd never been, and it freaked me out because I just heard music playing, and I was like, "Is somebody dancing nearby? What is happening?" I landed in a dance club. There's a dance club on Fortnite, so that was fun.
Oh, they. Okay,
It had
maybe
some
they
good
added it.
music, so
That's good.
yeah, yeah. So it was a good time. So, yeah, I don't know how long the Thanos mode lasts, but get in there and check it out.
I want to say like the 21st as well. Like it's not very
Okay.
long.
Okay, yeah. So
So
enjoy it while you can, people.
yeah.
Okay. Um, so our next item of news, um, is this gonna be Cody's Corner of Rage about some Nintendo news?
Oh fuck yeah, it is. Let's go. Ooh boy. All right.
Oh my god, okay. Whew. All right.
So Nintendo announced their online plans. Um, so pretty much the gist of it is you have to pay to play the online games like Splatoon, Smash, Mario Kart 8. You get to play online just like you do for Xbox.
Hmm.
Totally cool. Um, you get some free games. You get 20 free NES games that they're gonna I want to say mod, but that's not the right word. They're going to enhance by adding multiplayer options, and you can actually play. You don't have to have someone in the same room with you to play. You can play with someone else who also has the Nintendo Online. Kind of cool. So like, I think one of the games was like Super Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam and I could play Super Mario Brothers together. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
There's also you're gonna get deals on stuff in the shop apparently, from what I've read.
Okay.
And then you get cloud storage.
Yes. Very good.
No.
Why?
First corner of rage moment. Because everyone else offers cloud storage for free.
No.
And
No, they don't. No. PS Plus, you don't get your cloud storage unless you have PS Plus.
I don't know about that.
I'm almost positive about that. I am. You keep raging. I'm gonna look this up.
You do some research.
Okay.
Okay. And then along with this, they announced that the Virtual Console will not be coming to the Switch. I don't think they'll call it Virtual Console, but I do think we will get those retro games. Nintendo likes to make money. They're not going to pass up the opportunity to put all these games out there and have you pay for them for the 9,000th time. Here's the rage moment. They announced that for a full year, this will cost $20. That is some damn bullshit. I demand $19.99. I'm just fine. Man, you really thought I was gonna get you with this rating.
I was like, what's the problem with $20?
Nah, like it's I'm fine with most of it. I do think like because people made a point about this, like the cloud storage should be free. Like there's no reason that you should have paid $20.
All right, as Byron pointed out in Discord, I think it was him, they have to pay for those servers to save all of that data, and it's a lot. So, I mean, they can't give you free storage.
It's Nintendo. I think they're gonna be okay. Like, wasn't there a news report that came out that like said like they have made so much money that like it would take them to go bankrupt like 9 times for it to even do anything to them? Like,
okay, but still,
I mean,
money. If it's gonna cost like $1 million to keep their servers up, they're gonna want somebody to pay for that.
I'm sure they're gonna wipe their tears away with $100 bills. They're gonna be like, "Oh no, $1 million."
Okay, like
I'm just saying.
Nobody wants to give you something for free. Okay, nobody. What the fuck is that?
That was a butterfly. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you just missed, if you're only listening to this, Cody's weird hand butterfly.
Yeah.
Okay. People are not going to give you something for free. B, server space is expensive, and so you're going to pay for it. I don't know. I was looking up the PS Plus. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I guarantee you that you have to use PS Plus to get your online storage. Doesn't matter. Are you actually mad about this, or were you just fucking with me?
I was just fucking with you.
You're fucking with me the whole time. Like, he told me days ago that this was going to be a corner of rage. I'm like, what is he so mad about?
Nah, I'm fine with it. $20 is like, that's pretty good, in my opinion. Had they asked for 60, I'd been like, slow your fucking roll. Start giving me some free Switch games and we'll talk. But I'm fine with this. Like,
I mean, they're just doing what everybody else is doing, and they're doing it for a lot cheaper. I'm interested in these games that we have access to, because there's 20 to start with, but we don't know right now like how long we'll have access to them. And like, I don't know, like when we had Virtual Console on Wii, I bought Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 3. So now that I'm on Switch and like I'll have this, I'll be able to play those games, which is cool. But for how long, I don't know. But then like if they made them available to purchase, I'm like, then I'm with that thing. I'm like, well, do I buy them again? I could just play them on my Wii. Do I need to have them on my Switch? So it's one of those weird things. I mean, ideally, if you bought a game once, just keep giving it to me. Don't make me buy it for every console.
Like, as long as you have it downloaded, they won't take it away from you. Like, it'll be like one of those things where, like, they're not gonna have like a library system how PlayStation has. Like, you're gonna have to keep it downloaded. So, like, if you have a game that you really want to play, you should keep it downloaded. I imagine they'll run this like kind of like Netflix, where like every 2 months, certain games get cycled out. Like, not they're like kind of like Donkey Kong, Super Mario Bros. Will stay, but like I think Ice Climbers is one of those games they showed. Ice Climbers will probably circulate out after 2 months, and then maybe they'll bring in some Super Nintendo games. Who knows? Like I think they just kind of
Yeah.
you do it every 2 months. You cycle the games, you keep it fresh, and like people want to pay that $20 a year for that.
I know.
Because like
Yeah.
shit, $20 for let's see if they do it every 2 months. That's 20 times 6 would be 120
Different games
games.
if they switch it out that
Yeah,
often.
yeah, and
And I mean,
like
let's be honest. Am I gonna play these games? Probably not. I just got done
I'll play a
saying like
few.
I don't care for these
Wow.
older games. Like I mean, if when Super Mario 3 comes on the Switch, I'll play that because I love that game. And like I'll try games for probably like 20 minutes and then I probably won't. I mean, this isn't going to be like a big thing for me probably. I would assume.
I think
But
it'd be cool to play
I think
like
it's
the
cool.
multiplayer versions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe in the Donkey Kong one of you is Donkey Kong and one of you is Mario, and like I'll be Donkey Kong throwing barrels at you. You know,
I feel like it's not going to change that much. I feel like the two player is going to be like you can
it's just two Mario's on screen.
no, like one of you is going to take a turn on a level and then the next player takes the turn.
Oh, that'd be stupid.
Like on the
That's not.
original Super Mario Brothers, like Mario could play and then Luigi could play. They wouldn't like integrate
Oh,
together, and I don't think they're going to
that's.
change these games to integrate together. I think
I
you're
hope
probably
they
going to take
integrate
turns.
together.
No, they're not going to do that.
Then this will be our Cody's Corner of Rage in a couple months. So we'll find out. Anyways, this launches in September, so we'll find out when we get there. I'm sure they'll talk more about it at E3.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Final bit of news, which I just added on here last minute. Um, so Steam is going to be launching their Steam Link app on mobile phones. And so previously Steam Link was a thing where like you could stream like from your computer to like a different TV in the house or something. If you were like your computer was downstairs, you wanted to play upstairs, you could use the Steam Link to do that. So what this means is you're going to be able to use it on your phone. So you're going to be able to play games on your phone that you would normally play on Steam. There's not a whole lot of details about how exactly this is going to work yet, but I'm pretty excited about it because, like, this would mean like I would be able to play Slay the Spire on my phone instead of on the
hell
computer,
yeah,
which is going to be awesome, right?
oh yeah,
There's a lot of stuff like smaller games like that that you wouldn't think would be a huge drain on the system. I mean, there are Steam games like I'm sure like you could play like Fallout or something on Steam, and I don't know that that's gonna work on your phone very well.
yeah.
But little games like that would be easy to do. I think it's gonna be awesome. Like the article said that you have to like somehow sync up your phone to your computer either through Wi-Fi or an Ethernet, and I don't know how that works. I don't know if just them being on the
Yeah,
same wireless network works. I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
interesting.
But
I
yeah.
wonder how that works with like because like that would kind of contradict because something like with PUBG, like PUBG Mobile is on the App Store, but
Mhm.
could you also play PUBG on your phone through the Steam link?
I don't know. And I think it said like you could use the Steam controller still. And it wasn't sure about other control systems. So there's a lot that we don't know about this yet. But I think it's supposed to launch like May 21st,
Oh
which is
damn!
really soon. So we
Yeah,
should be able to like figure out some more stuff then. Um,
we'll have
but in
to
any case,
do like a little update thing when it happens.
yeah, yeah, I'm excited for it.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it might suck, but hey, it could be awesome. So we'll see. I guess theoretically, if it would work on a phone, it would work on a tablet as well. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I'd play Slay the Spire on my tablet.
Oh yeah,
That'd be lovely.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's I think that's all we had to talk about today. Cody, did you have anything else that we needed to talk about?
Yeah. So when you guys listen to this, the following Thursday, I'm having a procedure done. I was in a car accident last August, and I've been in a lot of pain recently. There's like some complications that can happen from this. So I just would like, if you enjoy this podcast and you enjoy listening to me, put some positive vibes out there on Thursday 17th. You know, like that's all I ask. I appreciate everybody who does that. So yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cody, you're going to be fine. It's all going to go according to plan. It's going to be fine.
That's what we
There's
hope.
nothing to worry about. And we'll all be sending you our love regardless. But yeah, just try not to worry about it. You're going to get this done. You're going to start feeling a lot better and it's going to be good for you. So,
Yeah.
there's no worries.
Thank
They tell you about all the things that might happen just because they're required to, but those things are just going to stress you out. And
yeah.
they're like rare chances of things that might happen, but there's no reason to assume that any of that's going to happen. You're going to be just fine. So, and you're going to be back here and you're going to be playing games and you're going to be having fake corners of rage like you do
Oh,
just to just
that
to
was
freak
good.
me
You have to
out.
admit. You have to admit that was good.
That was a good one. I mean, that was like a days long one that you had me planning for. So yeah. But yeah, everybody send Cody your love. So, all right. Um, if you were interested in sending Cody or myself a special message, you could do that at email us at contact@geekheartgames.com. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at geekheartgames. We are at twitch.tv/geekheartgames, and our YouTube is geekheartgames.com/YouTube. And I feel like we just say Geek Heart Games like 20 times in a row. So hopefully you know that that's just what you need to do anywhere to find us. So I am at SKSUVAK. Cody.
I'm at Comic Cody.
Yeah. So thank you again, everybody. We love you, and we just want a little love return for Cody on Thursday. So, all right, Cody, take us out.
We're just two geeks who heart games. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
You never realize how big of a forehead you have until you have like very little hair on the side of your like. Look at the size of this fucking forehead, Sam. Like, do you see this thing?
I think just being on camera makes it look bigger. It's like you're
That
real close to the
too.
camera.
What if I just did the entire podcast like this? Like, how do I sound?
You sound fine. If we just
Technically, I'm behind my microphone. Yeah, like what if we just recorded like this and like
um,
no one knew? Like only.
I don't.
So I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but you have very beautiful eyes.
Oh my God, thank you. I think yours would be nice too, but it's just a little blurry, so I can just see like a brown blur.
Yeah,
So
it's just they're just brown. There's nothing special about them.
this is so weird. Can we please stop this? It's
Yeah, we
just
can stop this.
that's
Also, like I'm sure you saw my psoriasis all over my face, so sorry about that.
Nope, nope. But that's the thing. Like, we'll hurt our eyes being that close to the TV. So.
Yeah, my eyes were already starting to burn, so that's a good thing we stopped.